With the latest CIA exam Part 3, Business Knowledge for Internal Auditing IIA-CIA-Part3 exam updated dumps, you can pass the test in the first attempt. 1. A organization finalized a contract in which a vendor is expected to design, procure, and construct a power substation for $3 million. In this scenario, the organization agreed to which of the following types of contracts? A. A cost reimbursable contract. B. A lump sum contract. C. A time and material contract. D. A bilateral contract. 2. Which of the following would be the strongest control to prevent unauthorized wireless network access? A. Allowing access to the organization's network only through a virtual private network. B. Logging devices that access the network, including the date, time, and identity of the user. C. Tracking all mobile device physical locations and banning access from non-designated areas. D. Permitting only authorized IT personnel to have administrative control of mobile devices. 3. Which of the following best explains the matching principle? A. Revenues should be recognized when earned. B. Revenue recognition is matched with cash. C. Expense recognition is tied to revenue recognition. D. Expenses are recognized at each accounting period. 4. Which of the following should internal auditors be attentive of when reviewing personal data consent and opt-in, opt-out management process? A. Whether customers are asked to renew their consent for their data processing at least quarterly. B. Whether private data is processed in accordance with the purpose for which the consent was obtained. C. Whether the organization has established explicit and entity-wide policies on data transfer to third parties. D. Whether customers have an opportunity to opt out the right to be forgotten from organizational records and systems. 5. An analytical model determined that on Friday and Saturday nights the luxury brands stores should be open for extended hours and with a doubled number of employees present, while on Mondays and Tuesdays costs can be minimized by reducing the number of employees to a minimum and opening only for evening hours. Which of the following best categorizes the analytical model applied? A. Descriptive. B. Diagnostic. C. Prescriptive. D. Prolific. 6. Which of the following is the best example of a compliance risk that is likely to arise when adopting a bring your own device (BYOD) policy? A. The risk that users try to bypass controls and do not install required software updates. B. The risk that smart devices can be lost or stolen due to their mobile nature. C. The risk that an organization intrusively monitors personal information stored on smart devices. D. The risk that proprietary information is not deleted from the device when an employee leaves. 7. Which of the following is a result of implementing an e-commerce system, which relies heavily on electronic data interchange and electronic funds transfer, for purchasing and buying? A. Higher cash flow and treasury balances. B. Higher inventory balances. C. Higher accounts receivable. D. Higher accounts payable. 8. A multinational organization allows its employees to access work email via personal smart devices. However, Users are required to consent to the installation of mobile device management (MDM) software that will remotely wipe data in case of theft or other incidents. Which of the following should the organization ensure in exchange for the employees' consent? A. That those employees who do not consent to MDM software cannot have an email account. B. That personal data on the device cannot be accessed and deleted by system administrators. C. That monitoring of employees' online activities is conducted in a covert way to avoid upsetting them. D. That employee consent includes appropriate waivers regarding potential breaches to their privacy. 9. An internal auditor reviews a data population and calculates the mean, median, and range. What is the most likely purpose of performing this analytic technique? A. To inform the classification of the data population. B. To determine the completeness and accuracy of the data. C. To identify whether the population contains outliers. D. To determine whether duplicates in the data inflate the range. 10. Which of the following is an example of internal auditors applying data mining techniques for exploratory purposes? A. Internal auditors perform reconciliation procedures to support an external audit of financial reporting. B. Internal auditors perform a systems-focused analysis to review relevant controls. C. Internal auditors perform a risk assessment to identify potential audit subjects as input for the annual internal audit plan. D. Internal auditors test IT general controls with regard to operating effectiveness versus design.